Welcome back to Crimson Minecraft. In this episode, I said I would do the liberation of Boko Haram, but that one's gonna have to wait until next time. Anyways, welcome to the Wild West. This all starts about a week ago when Dragonite Boy and I realized how boring the East Coast is. Since the last video, the entire East Coast has been settled and full of politics and agriculture. I first decided to move out west, specifically near El Paso, Texas. The first western town has been created, and Dragonite Boy moved in. During Dragonite's travels to the new land, he found two trusty steeds that became our first ever horses. We finally named the town Ozona, and I built two buildings, a house for the both of us, and a saloon. The creation of cowboy hats and revolvers quickly started, and pretty soon, me and Dragonite were loaded with gear. Let's get something out of the way quickly. The return of a legend, someone who hasn't been publicly on this channel for over 2 years. That person would be Jackers Gaming. However, he got up to no good in the Wild West. Jackers came down from his residence in Canada to check out our town. While in Ozona, he killed my horse, Tyrone.
Word.
What?
Tyrone.
Wait.
He died in one shot.
It is still a mystery whether it was an accident or not. However, I was not about to let that slide. We had a duel for about 8 minutes before he called it off and he returned to Canada. And because of this, Dragonite and I picked up the title Bandits and have our main opposition be Jackers. Moving on from that, while I was traveling around California without my horse, I figured out about California's crazy cave systems and the amount of minerals that can be harvested. I quickly gathered over 10 stacks of gold. This world map that we use amazes me every single time I discover something like this. I could be overreacting, but this obviously relates to the California gold rush, and I wouldn't be surprised if the map creator had this in mind while making this state. Last episode, I talked about how I purchased Australia from Juicebox for 15 diamond blocks and 3 netherite ingots. Now I have created the Australian Mining Company. People can invest diamonds into the AMC for short-term use during war, while I have a team of splunkers in Australia mine for diamonds to guarantee a higher sellout for those who invested. I did this to kickstart the United States economy, which we'll focus on a lot more within the next few episodes. I hope you enjoyed the Wild West mini episode. I've planned on making these much longer, but I wanted to throw this one in before we liberate Boko Haram. This doesn't mean that we aren't going to go to war or do politics ever again. We also want to try to expand westward in the process. I hope to see you next time when we actually liberate Boko Haram. If you guys like this series or like this video alone, make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe.